That lavender? I didn't know lavender was in game. Feel like I'm performing a ritual. Papa Legba, come, come to me. Welcome back to Project Zomboid. BV here. No, again. Yeah, we done 100 days, and funny enough, I've had one of those doing lots of editing work on this series to do the 100-day video that I'm going to release tomorrow for you guys on Twitch. I just decided I couldn't really decide what to do tonight. And I was talking about it last time we were on stream that I wanted to play something different and so forth, blah, blah, blah. But we're not. We're playing Project Zomboid. We are definitely playing Project Zomboid. And I'm okay with that. I'm just going to be honest about it. Realistically speaking, I just couldn't really decide what to do with myself. And when that happens, sometimes you just lean into what you know and what is comfortable, right? That said, what do we do tonight for our character? We need to fix his weight. So we've been managing to stay on the cusp of weight loss and weight gain and so on and so forth. And that's something I need to fix real quick. Sweet Pepper, what is going on? How are you doing? As PRMR said, playing Project Zomboid is always a safe option. Nice bit of fun. And of course, we can take it easy. We don't have to go and kill 300 zombies in a night. Not to say that we won't, but we don't have to. How are you? How's everybody doing? I haven't heard from anybody yet. So, I did say I wanted to clean this stuff up. I'm going to do that now. Before I forget, I keep saying it. Let's do it. We're kind of relaxing and whatnot. I know we had talked about potentially going back and getting that scythe so I can cut the grass and whatnot. I'm going to tend to the yard. We're going to do a little bit of housework. Yeah. I like this idea. Hold up a sec. Remember that we still need to work on our weight and keep that weight gain up. I'm not going to blow through all of my flour this early in the run. Not to mention, we've pretty much cleared out the giga market. So the flour we have is the flour we're going to get unless we can find it by foraging. And I've never, well, that's not true. I have found flour by foraging before, but that's when I'm in town. I don't think I've ever done it out in the wilderness or anything like that. So just thought. Sweet Pepper saying they're doing good. That's awesome. I don't know if you're working or not, but if you're not, cheers. If you are, cheers as well. Need to figure out, there's nothing else around here that needs to be cleaned up. There is. Just picking up the stuff that we have laying around our yard before we do some more cleaning, I guess you would say. And of course, like I said, we need to work on his weight. Need to clear out. Oh god, look at all this stuff I have. I don't know what to do with the wood splinters. It's my issue. Well, I've always left them. I'm assuming they're just kindling, to be honest, but you never know. You never know. Actually, we can know pretty easily, can't we? We can just pull up the crafting menu and search for required item and look for splinters. Wood splinter? Nope. So it's not a required item for anything. It's literally just fire. Literally just fire starter. Which, this stuff is heavy. Goodness gracious. Yeah, that's pretty heavy, honestly. Okay. Well, let's get that stuff out the way. Maybe I should start a fire just so I can burn it? Actually, it's a really good idea. I have a bunch of wooden things in various different places that I'm not going to do anything with until I get rid of them. So let's do this. We will destroy 4 wood. The splinters down here. It only gives you 20 minutes worth of heat. So let's light the fire. You can use the splinters as kindling. Not feeling ready for the week. I understand that feeling. I really do. Yeah, that was a lot of wood splinters. Look at that. All right, so we'll just wait for that essentially to burn out. We're going to be burning all of this stuff just to get rid of it. Never hurts to clean up the place, right? Better to be organized than not. I'm also going to point out the fact that I need to get my weight in good condition, good space. We'll do a wild plant search so I can get some sunflower seeds. That's the plan there. Yeah. I mean, it never hurts to grab some flowers for tea. Hope your week can go smooth. I agree. Have you grown any roses yet? No, I don't know how long they're going to take to grow, but in game, you know, is there's a time basis, obviously, right? So we got to figure out how long it's going to take for that to happen and go from there. Man, walking through the woods like this may not be the greatest idea in the world. I'm acknowledging that real quick. Saw, nah. Down there. That's wheat, which I haven't really found the use for wheat. I'm assuming it's basically just for like animals, if you had cows and things to feed. Ooh, we can take a walk down to see those cows. It's always a good idea as well. Make sure all the animals and life that is living alongside you is doing well. Yeah, like I said, you know, I haven't really given too much thought to when different things are going to be ready for harvest. And that's because I don't know. You know, we don't have a high agricultural scale at the moment, so the info that's associated with it is not going to be the greatest. But there are plenty of places where we can go and start searching because we haven't been to everywhere in the area. And of course, there's lots of zombies to kill. Lots of zombies to kill. Violets aren't a lot of calories. It's only 27 calories. They're only 2 hunger as well. You know, they're kind of one of those things that if you find it, you can use them. They're better used in a recipe to make you happy, more just because of variety, not because of you know, nutrition. But it is something. So obviously grab clay because that's going to work towards our pottery skill. Part of me, I think, is that part of thinking of the world. Confused by that statement, but cool. Hand drill. Anyway, I was thinking about playing Green Hell tonight, and I'm gonna leave that to the group. It is another survival style game. My understanding is it's supposed to be more intense than Project Zomboid, and when I heard that, I was like, I feel like I'm a pretty good Project Zomboid player, so anything that's so-called more intense does sound interesting to me. Alright, I don't actually have a weapon in hand, so let me fix that real quick by carving... Oh no, I forgot about that. Okay, wait. It's the large branches that can be turned into spears. The tree branch can just be equipped as a weapon. Right? I think that's right. I was hoping to find some sunflower seeds, but I'm not getting lucky with that right now at all. It was definitely right there. Yeah, I'm not finding things that I wanted to find. That is a metalworking chisel. I'm gonna grab it because I said I want to do some metalworking work moving forward, and we're not ready to do that, so that's nice. Thistle is always something. Is that dandelions? First time actually see. Oh my goodness! Wait a minute. Dandelions are decent in calories. They're not great, but they're decent. Yeah. All right. Anyway, well, it's nice to see that, you know, some of the staples from Build 41 are still here. And of course, like I said, we are working on our weight gain at the moment. So let's do that. I'm going to keep walking this direction this time around. That is a mushroom. I'm not actually looking for those things, so I'm not going to grab it. Same thing with like garlic at the moment. Did I bring a bowl? I do. Maybe I should lean into the fact that I'm a cook. My bad. Hang on. I'm destroying this, you know, sweater. Sorry about that. Okay, so we are here. Oh, wait a minute. If this road takes us to the junkyard, oh no. The last time we were over at that junkyard, that was intense. So let me make a quick salad. And we're just gonna shove a bunch of things into it. I know the thistle can technically go into it, but I think thistle is not considered. Yeah, it's a seasoning. Ow! Ow! That's Now it's unhappy. Oh god, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. All right, let's fix the unhappiness. There you go. Just eat that. What I'm hoping to do tonight, I'm honestly kind of just gonna go through the days tonight, and that's because I need to get to April. Like that's where we're at in our save. We just need to get to the next month. I'm very interested in making it to April so I can start planting sunflower seeds. So, and if I can plant them, obviously harvest them and then turn them into more sunflower seeds, it's gonna be great. So, okay, we go large handle that gets carved, and then large handle can be carved into nothing. Interesting. I didn't realize I couldn't turn that into, so that means I need to carve this into a plank first. And then from the plank, I can make it into a spear? No, I can't just make a spear. When raw, can I make it into a spear? Bro, how do I make a spear? Oh wait, I bet. Carve spear. Long stick. It's just a long stick. No. That's not smart. The only thing that can be turned into a spear is the long stick. Everything else, yeah, I don't like that. I mean, these end up being what? Long blunt? Short blunt, because they're one-handed. Short blunt. Anyway, good to know. Still don't like it. Did I grab some of this real quick? Hang on. So yeah, we're playing, we're hanging out, and just enjoying the night, hopefully. Again, as usual, hopefully I don't die. I said I needed a pair of these to work on something before. I recall the pliers from our last time. I don't remember. There's a snare trap. You could just find a whole snare trap. That's awesome. Gotta love the forging skill. But again, the wild plants aren't doing it for me tonight at all. I'm not getting any of the things that I wanted to get. And I should be in the right biome. Yeah, I'm in the forest. So, maybe I'm just not lucky tonight, and that's okay. As far as his weight is concerned, yeah, that's really the issue at the moment. Not finding things that we want. We already know about the roses, so we will not get them again. What is that? It's a cabbage. It's a whole cabbage. And those are amazing. I got 7 cabbages out of that. All right, well, I just fixed my weight problem. So that's going to make him feel full, but I'm okay with that. Wait for it. Yeah. Oh, that's a 43 hunger cabbage. All right, so that more things. Wait, can you put in a mod that changes it? I mean, I'm sure there's somebody that has modded, you know, the various different types of wood should be able to turn it into spears, but it looks like the moment, well, I mean, I don't have any mods in, so let's put it that way. That lavender? I didn't know lavender was in game. Hold on, wait, please tell me that's lavender. It is lavender. Does lavender have any uses other than existing? I wonder. Oh man. By the way, I'm a big fan of lavender. I love lavender. So. Ooh, I found some zombies. I was right to make some weapons, wasn't I? I'm just finishing this cabbage. Yeah. What's up? There you go. We're just doing some exploration. Just hanging out, guys. What's up? What are you guys doing out here? I wonder. What I normally use lavender for. I mean, I put it in soaps. I put it in various different food recipes. It's a good garnish slash, I don't know if I should call it a garnish. You know, it is a flavor enhancer. So definitely use it as a seasoning. Farisu, what is going on? How are you doing? We found lavender in game, if you missed that. So, did find lavender. Very interesting. Which is kind of why you just gotta lean into doing a little bit of foraging. I do not like how much this should be like a forest, but it's not. And I don't think it can become one either. These trees are so packed in together like this, there's no way they'll have enough like space to grow. And I would hate to see in game that this just becomes a wall that you cannot traverse. I don't know. We'll see how that looks in the future. And I'm full on things to pick up as we do a full foraging run. Got zombies that are kind of spawning in front of me, which is interesting. I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll see how it goes. Never a time when you're free from zombies, right? It's also possible I'm getting close to the spot lavender. For making tea, better sleeping, that yes. All the above, right? Lavender has a calming effect, not only on insects, but on us too, right? So, there you go. Actually, that's a great point for us to do that. I'd be curious to see if I made a lavender tea, if it would give me like a increase to fatigue, like if it makes you calm or reduce anxiety or something like that. I'd love to see that in game. Truly would. Hi, what's going on? There you go. All right, so I should be coming up, and I feel like I'm getting closer to a populated area because I'm getting more zombies out here in this forest area. Maybe they're celebrating as well. It's very possible, indeed. It's 12:30, so you know, time of day has been a thing. I'm too full to eat more. The game was like, look, man, you're cheating on me. It made me stop eating so much. That's fair. Good? Already dead. Look at that. It would be kind of nice just drinking tea after a bad dream, go back to sleep without having to do hours of squats. Indeed. Indeed. Somebody's been learning from me because I know a lot of other players don't do those type of things using the exercise system as a means to manage your character's sanity rather than, you know, just getting the skills. But that's actually another good point. We can just do a training montage for a couple of days, right? Try to get the fitness goal. We got the level 6 strength, but not level 5 fitness. So pop that in real quick, see how close we are to fitness. Still pretty far off. Still pretty far off. There is a zombie over there too. Ew. What is that? What did he say? That's a animal head. Despite the zombies being out here, it's still been a pretty relaxed walk, right? We found cabbages and various other things. Ooh. There it is, there it is. Not getting comfy. Ginseng, you always pick up ginseng. You guys know how I feel about ginseng. The greatest thing in the world. I got a lot of ginseng too. Okay. I'm going to be stuffing that into my face. That is very functional. Oh, what? Where am I at this point? I'm afraid being too close to those trees, I'll catch a zombie, but BB audio's good. Thank you for letting me know. Could try to be as strong as Raymond. Don't think that's possible at this point, though. It's just because of the differences in builds. Like as I was working on the build 42, you know, 10, no, what's that 10? Surviving 100 days video today, I was realizing like how many differences there are in build 41 to build 42. Like I would honestly call them almost completely different games and how they're designed, how they work, so on and so forth. So yeah, I just don't think it's a fair comparison at this point. All right, guys. Where am I? I'm gonna go towards the road. I thought I would hit the thing. The thing. What am I thinking of? the thing? You know what I'm trying to say. Ah. Okay, there it is. Is that it? It's something. There's a generator over there too. There are a fair amount of zombies here. Okay. Yeah, this is what I thought it was. Okay, so the car... Scrapyard. Thank you. You dead? Nope. Gotta remember I'm not wearing leather other than the gloves. So, I gotta think about stamina. I gotta think about having less defense as well. And I don't think I'm picking it. Ooh, God, there are a lot of zombies coming at me. They didn't make that much noise. Really didn't make that much noise. Like, that's ridiculous. Excuse me. All right. Okay. Calm down. Hands. I pop hands. There you go. Oh, God, no. I'm tired. I gotta eat that ginseng. Hang on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Give me a second. Let me eat this ginseng so I can get my energy back. Yep. When you watch me on stream, it makes you hungry. That's not a good thing. I'm sorry. There you go. Oh. Down, girl. Down. Good? Okay. Control yourself. I'm gonna let y'all talk for a moment. I see messages happening in the chat. I'm sorry. Please wait. Did you die? You died. Okay. Oh no, I lost a stick. Alright, we're good. Broken stick goes down. And we still got stragglers coming. Do I leave or do I stay? I can't decide. Eat a berry. Okay. Alright, well, I mean, all I can do is deal with the issues in front of me. Good. I feel good. Alright, come on. Perfect. I feel like my arm is getting tired. It is. There it is. Okay. Add some stopping in there. Good to go. At least I think I am. Feels good. Can I just sit on the ground for a moment? Take a breath. Chat, indeed. Not looking, sometimes waiting. Feel like eating when your character's eating. Yeah. I was traveling today to visit my family. Nice to be home again. And then I waited for you guys to show up. How are you doing? Nice weekend. Yeah, there it is. Everybody's chatting. All right. So, goodness, how does this look? I'm very concerned. How's my sweater? Hold up. T-shirt's fine. Sweater, no holes. We're good. So it's just dirty. Just thinking about what this is gonna look like. God. That way. Just gonna keep shoveling food into our mouths as long as we can. What is that? Is that a raccoon? I think I see the raccoon down there in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, guys. Yeah. I was like, that's a big old rat. And I was like, no, that can't be a rat. Oh. We found our first raccoon. Spiffo would be proud. Okay. You should like see me sitting at my desk here. I look weird because I'm like leaning into my desk because I'm all focused. It's bad form if I die literally after finishing the 100-day challenge. All right. I need to consider like heading back home, but at this point, I also probably should work my way in. Right. Down he goes. Okay. So part of me wants to get to that generator and then leave, but I know I can't make it that far because if I try to run off with the generator, I'm just gonna get super tired and they'll catch up with me. And that's a problem. No D word. Down. You didn't die. Thank you, sir. All right, we leave. Can we capture it or not? I'm sure that we can. I am sure that we can. Okay, so at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we are gaining our weight. So we are at 75 kilos currently, and that is perfect while gaining. So good. I don't know how I feel about the scrapyard at the moment. There are a fair amount of zombies over here, and now that I walked up here, I also feel compelled to come back and murder every zombie I see. But I'm also not in the mood to, again, put ourselves in a situation we can't handle. So we'll walk back. We need to take a breath before we do that. Have I been seen? Yeah, there are zombies there. Anyway, Verisu, how are you doing in game, by the way? I haven't heard anything about your playthroughs recently. Are you working on a long-term character like we are, or what? I know PRMR, you have the game, but you haven't mentioned playing it in a while, so curious about that too. Of course, I've got zombies right in front of me. Because I have to walk another path, which means I'm going to catch zombies. Hello. Hi. No. Good. Come on. Oh, I never realized that. When the branch breaks, it turns into a broken branch, and then basically a new weapon. Right? Am I right? Yes, it turned into a broken branch. Okay. I don't have build 42, I believe. So when you're in Steam, there's a way to configure all that. But I hear you. Fair enough. Let's see. I don't know what I'm working on. Pretty sure it's short blunt, but I haven't really been paying attention. So no way. Well, I shouldn't say there's no way. The branch, I hope, isn't long blunt. I'd have to check the code or the wiki. They've been updating the wiki for build 42 recently, so. We good? Yeah. I need to find a way to get good, honestly. I just get killed so easily in game. I need to just sit down and be patient with myself. Yes. Project Zomboid is a game about patience. Oh, that is the way to learn and the way to live. You just got to take your time. All right, so we took a seat and we should be good. All right, sweet. So saplings, I know can be turned into spears. I know they can be turned into spears. So I think I just got, yes, carve into a spear. Yes, I made my build 42 character with the goal to check out every skill in the new crafting system, so she needs to stick around for a long time. Yeah, that's gonna take a level. But I want to do the same thing. So that said, the skill that I'm most dreading working on is tailoring. And it's the one that I need to do the most work on so I can get, things going. But you go find the tailoring book. I feel like I've seen, oh, that's a good point. Thank you, Barasu. We're gonna drive into town tomorrow morning and hit, I think, and we were scratching my face. I'm pretty sure the storage locker containers areas that we had fought so hard to get into had a tailoring book. If the tailoring level 1 is there, then that'll work for us. Then I can patch and unpatch, patch and unpatch. But I'm not entirely certain on that. So I do feel like I've intentionally passed up the tailoring book at one point, thinking like, yeah, I'm not going to use that. And now I feel like, yeah, I need to use that. So, all right, we're going to do the speed up trick and start heading home. Ooh, walk right into zombies. And grab the mushrooms, Here you go. Did I kill them? No, they didn't see me. We're good. Live, let live. Still grabbing the clay though. I said in the 100-day challenge video that I made that, you know, pottery is basically useless because it's just cosmetic. That is not entirely true. It's just the thing that I think is most useful in pottery got broken somehow, and I can't add liquids to it. So let's see if that's still true tonight, or if it was just because of the different build versions. But that was a big deal to me because I made the thing like, yeah, I could store a bunch of water in it and clean that water before it went bad. Then all of a sudden it was gone. And I was like, what the hell happened? Now approaching winter, planning to spend it in the base building. Make a little shed for every skill. It's a good idea. Another good point for us, there's a frog here. I passed up on the frog last time. I'll pick him up this time. We got a ladybug back in the house. The frog and ladybug can be friends. Sounds like a Disney movie, right? The frog and the ladybug. No. What name for the frog and ladybug? Good question. You guys name it. What should we name the frog and or the ladybug? Any takers? Suggestions? I'm open to it. All right, we made it back home. A little bit of an adventure. Bunch of blood. What's their gender? You know what? Just because of the terrible naming convention, we're gonna call the ladybug a male and the frog female. What do you got? We'll wash ourselves and then wash our clothes. Good. I don't think he finished washing himself because it got dark, but maybe he did. Let's take a look. Sweater is just wet. I know we can wring it out when we walk inside. Honey, I'm home. All right, how much more if I add the splinters to it? You get all those going in there. Good. Or we do them all? No, we did not do them all. We did a lot of them though, so try those and we're good. Yeah, remember I got a white sports car. In game or in general? I'm very curious about that statement. Alright, we got that going. The frog would be Annie, the red bug Speedy. Speedy. Interesting. Let's stick the seeds away, as we already know. And then we're gonna go to the drying rack, yes. Lock the lights. Drying rack. Aha, so you can just dry lavender. I'm gonna do that. In game, don't even have a driver's license. Fair enough. Had to ask. Oh, I guess we're gonna be doing the. Oh, wait a minute. I just remembered something about drying medical herbs. Don't dry medical herbs because you can't use them as medical herbs after you dry them, right? Poppy seeds, you just collect the seeds after you dry those though. There you go. No license the way I wanted to live before. And then all of a sudden you move to a city where you absolutely need a license to get around. And these things happen. So yeah, I don't really know how I feel about the wheat and the plantains I can't use. Not a problem in Germany for the most part. True as well. But again, it's one of those things where in your, well, wherever you live depends on, you know, whether or not you need a license. Because, trying to think, uh, Wiesbaden, I think was a good area to have a car. Like once you get to the countryside is my point. You know, it's probably when you actually need a vehicle. But when you're anywhere near a city, in most places, you're fine. You're fine. Unless you're in America, cities typically don't do it, even if they do have public transit, because they do it poorly. But you know, that's what it is. All right, good, 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 good. Now then, let's test a theory real quick. I'm gonna grab our mason's trowel. There it is. And then we're gonna make this thing again. It's good for storing big things of liquids if it works. I made a new one. You can add water to it again. Oh, sweet. Okay, so last time I couldn't for whatever reason. That was stupid, but now it looks like it's fine. Okay, well then we will do that tomorrow as well. We got so many things on the agenda for tomorrow. Oh wait, before I forget, one last thing to do. Pull up flashlight, hop over here. Trying to remember, last time we were on stream, we did water the plants outside, right? Like, so I don't need to go do the garden. By the way, I'm asking. Dried wheat. I feel like dried wheat should have a use, but you never know. Ooh, you can get grain out of it? What? Game, what am I doing? What am I doing? All right, wheat seeds. Oh, oh, that got interesting. Okay, so why did making flour? No, we definitely did not make flour. So, although I wouldn't mind like having a way to make flour, but I feel like you need a mill, or some type of mill, right? So can you? No, there's no mill in game. There's a stone mill in game. Hold on. For grinding seeds into flour. Oh snap! We could make a mill to make flour. Yo. Guys. Guys. I'm thinking, how much work is this? It's Mason's level. Wait, I've read the first book of the Mason's book. Okay, wait. This is doable. This is doable. We need to be able to make our own flour. And if we could plant wheat and then make our own flour, I'm into this. Y'all need to be into this too. Hang on. Oh, masonry. So I just need to make a bunch of, yes, this is gonna happen. If I break large stones into small stones, find limestones and break those, that's the only way to work on masonry? Bro, that's okay. But I just need to make it to level 1. After that, then I can do the stone blocks. Yeah. Yeah. This is gonna happen. We just got a whole project. We just got a whole project. Okay. Okay. No, this is what happens with Project Zomboid. You find something, you start doing new things. So, yeah. Didn't know until now. I didn't know until now. We all did figure it out. We all did figure it out. Makes flour. Let me put, you know what? I'm over here. Okay, let's go to bed. While he sleeps, I'm going to go standing desk mode because, again, this whole leaning forward thing is not great for my back. I just need to be very cautious about that. And next. Why? Why? By the way, Paratu, I am going to blame you for us waking up in the middle of the night with night terrors. You brought this upon us. You mentioned it by being able to use, lavender to go to sleep. So I'm just gonna say that's your fault. So yeah. Definitely, there it is. All right, well, get some Z's and go from there. Yeah, fair enough. All right, but we still got up 8:10. Remember that we have the wakeful trait, so we're never gonna sleep that long. But still, oh, that beard's gotta go, bro. That is not gonna work for us. The whole crew here, the ladies, and nobody's digging the honest Abe, so you gotta shave that. No beard community, indeed. All right, there you go. Let's keep moving. So I'm gonna rock the hydration pack for a little while and see how I feel about it. So I'm gonna drop the bottle and put that away. But if it doesn't work out for us, or if I feel like I'm, trying to manage my water a little too often, then we'll get it back. Okay. Now how do we do this? When does wheat its best time? That's the first question. Do I know already or not? Winter wheat. There is a winter wheat. Excuse me. But I don't know about regular wheat seeds. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So the things that we need to keep our eyes out, essentially, in order to work on masonry, though, is the issue. Masonry, we need to get large stones that break into small stones, or find limestones. Limestones are a quick way to work on masonry. And I wish I would have known that ahead of time, that we can make this thing. Oh, is there another way to work on masonry? The bucket of clay cement. No, that's not gonna work. Fire pit. No, that's not gonna work. It's level 2 anyway. Is there anything else? Tiling. Oh, wait. Nope, that's not gonna work. I don't have. Yeah, I don't think I have what I would need for that. So I think the trick is to find limestone and break it. Find large stones and break those. That's the gag. No, it's just listed as winter wheat, but wheat is wheat, it seems. Thank you for letting me know. I assume you looked this up and you're not, gaming me, but we'll find out for sure. Okay, so drop our clay. Need to make a box. Actually, I need to do some stuff, actually. Pharisee called this pretty well. Maybe I should make multiple sheds at this point for various different. No, we just use the house. Maybe bring in my clay stuff into the house. Do pottery in the house. Instead of the shed. Oh, here's a thought. Anyway, limestone. Let's do one thing at a time. I said that I wanted to go to town, which we will do. This thing is still burning. Why is this thing still burning? Short for fuel. No more fuel will fit in. Oh, it's not on. It looks like it's on, but it's not on. That's interesting. Is that just a glitch? It doesn't look like it's on. I see the ambient light now. Okay. Fair enough. I sowed some wheat, and when you sow it, tells you info for the planting season. The area the same as the winter wheat. Okay. Thank you for, again, letting us know that. But that also means that we can't do anything with the wheat. I can't grow it. I can find it just fine. I can't grow it. Because we're in spring. So, not a big deal. It's fine. Just gonna get calories in me real quick. Make sure that we stop the weight loss. Probably should actually cook something good. What do you think? Yeah, I've got lots of stuff in here that's turning stale because I haven't been cooking things. Just been slapping things in the refrigerator. And I think that's fair. So I have wheat seeds. Oh no. I have plenty of wheat seeds, but I can't. Let's double check that statement real quick. Yeah, September, October, November is the time to do wheat. So there's no way for me to do that right now. Just playing other things. Well, I can find it. We see that we can find it, so that's nice, right? I needed a pot, and my pots are over here. Pot or frying pan? Frying pan. I feel like we're going frying pan. So we grab the frying pan. We are making a dish. So what are we stir frying? Obviously, you start with onions. Always start with your onions. Like the idea of getting a tomato. Oh, that's right. I can make food with rotten food because my cooking skill is level 8. So that's amazing. Wish you can clean the outside of the fridge. Yeah, I don't like the model of that either now that you mention it, so that's a good call out. Makes no sense to... Well, that's not true. I mean, no, they would need to be soft already, and the soybeans shouldn't be soft already, but it is what it is. Unhappiness down. There's no calories in this at the moment, but that's okay. What else can I put in here? Oh, no, I'm on seasoning time. All right, well, then we'll pop over here for seasonings. We'll add the oil. Remember, that's going to increase the calories that go into it. Already made 300. What else? Chives sound good for this. And then I probably will do soy sauce. That's good. If only I had some rice, and then it would be a veggie stir fry. Oh, no, stir fry is just, you know, something cooked inside of the frying pan. So if you didn't have other cooking apparatuses, then of course the frying pan will help you with that. I would tell you making a pot of something is better than stir frying, but it's still variety in this case. And that's what we're going for. I intentionally am doing that just to create a sense of variety from the things we'd be doing. I'm also going to go ahead and grab one of our cups. Now that I think about it. If I grab a mug, yeah, take the spiffle mug. I can, ooh, I need to get some water first. Transfer liquids and grab the mug, swap them, do that. There you go. Put our pot of water here. Then we can cook this up into a what? Ooh. I need to take out those rotten mushrooms so I don't accidentally use them. Not that it would hurt our character, it's just I don't want to do that. So, what does it get? I'm going to put the lavender petals into it. And no! I forgot. If you put a seasoning into your beverage, then it just, you can't do anything else with it. I completely forgot about that. No. All right, well now it's just a tea. So we got lavender tea. Cook it real quick. Should cook pretty quick, because I hope it does. Done. Okay, well, we got lavender tea. We'll drink that. It is what it is. We'll take it with us. I need to make sure I grab a sack before I forget. Oh, another good point. As you said, put the mushrooms in the compost. Again, we're forgetting about things. So there are 4 rotten mushrooms there. Take those out. Is there anything else rotten in here? No. Lots of stale. No more rotten. So that's okay. And pop these in here. I can't. Ooh. All right, well, drop them on the floor for now. All right, guys, let's get on the road. I don't want to do that, my bad. It was full, so it's just a capacity issue. I'm gonna drop the trailer for now. Again, it's mostly because of pulling it means burning more gas. And we're gonna head into town. Do I have any sacks with me before I forget about that too? I just said I needed sacks. My bad. Where are my sacks? They're outside in the back. Work on the running skill. You guys know we have it. I think we're pretty high on the running skill. Running level 2. empty sack. Just need one. And maybe I grab two just in case. Okay. Into town we go. Like I said, I'm going to the storage location first. See if I can find a tailoring book. Also keep our eyes out, and just so I don't forget, we will pull stones and consistently keep our eyes out for large rocks. So large rocks are 1, limestone is 2. Both of those things are going to give us high amounts of skills in the masonry category once we crush them. Yeah. While we're driving, again, just for the storytelling, we'll drink our lavender petal tea. Oh, why did the engine die? The engine just randomly died on me. I don't like that. Other generator found. So we'll come back to the generator conversation later, because that's still within that complex of or scrapyard. So I don't want to put ourselves in danger or put the vehicle in danger to do that at the moment. So that's going to have to wait. But yes, it is still a thought to get that other generator. 1, to have a backup generator. And then 2, I actually think the red generator performs better technically than the blue one does. If I remember from my readings, but not a big deal. I think they all have the same amount of like gas capacity, but that doesn't necessarily mean they perform the same. So thus there's no reason to have different models if they don't do different things. And look at that, already found limestone. Remember, we are a master at foraging. Always good to keep a generator. Yes, 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 indeed. All right, where were those books at? I feel like we were somewhere over here. Won't be grabbing the clay for a while. Again, let's see if I can find that tailoring book. No. Dumbbell, I can use that to work on strength, but we're not worried about strength at the moment. This is a kitchen, and that might be good for us later. Oh no, don't remember what those books were. It's been so long since I came over here to actually loot. I guess I'll check the back rooms. Should have already killed all the zombies that were back here. So remember, we had a couple jump scares and whatnot, so that was fun. Here are the books, and there was thread here. That's funny. Fishing, napping, welding. Ugh. Take the napping book. That makes sense to grab. I passed up on first aid once before. Let's not pass up on it again. I'll just take it with us. Do you feel like there's something else somewhere in here, though? I know I said there are no zombies in here, but it is a force of habit to be prepared to fight opening a door. Oh, please. Don't hold it against me. A fishing line, letter, desk computer. No. The school will surely have it. There's another generator here. Look at that. Leather-bound book. Funny. Golf ball contain. No. Butchering level 3. And this room. Okay. Pharisee, are you messing with me? You said the school will surely have it, and we all know that's not true. This school has let me down the most. Alright, so let me be thorough real quick and still check the other spots. Is this actually a freezer? It is. I should bring this back with me, shouldn't I? Now that I think about it, the freezer here, we are running low on stuff, and this thing can hold 30 capacity. Maybe I throw it in the trunk. I said that we're running low on space in our refrigerator, right? So if I have a deep freezer for stuff, that kind of makes sense. Didn't mean that emoji. You're fine. Hold up. Let me get the freezer in the trunk. I like this idea of having a deep freezer. So something's just telling me that's a good idea, so we're gonna do it. Anyway, right now I've only found 1 limestone, which is never great, but you know, as we know in Project Zomboid, sometimes you just have to lean in and say this is what's gonna happen. This is farmland. I didn't realize I was standing on top of farmland in this area. That's funny. Rags, garbage bags, no. More bleach bottles. Is this water? It is. I'll fill my pack. Go ahead and fill the mug too. There you go. Anybody confused watching the stream? YouTube messed with memory a little. No, they were wrong. There was a lot of things that went good and bad, right? The school was a good experience, but it was only bad in the sense that we didn't get what we wanted. That doesn't mean that the tailoring book isn't there. So I just wasn't sure if you were trolling me, because I was devastated from the school situation just because I was like, the generator magazine has to be here. I was dead set on the generator mag being there, so. Alright. Well, let's. I mean, there's no harm in running over there and checking it, so. Raymond found great things in the school, yeah. Every school we ever went to. Oh, that's not entirely true though. If we remember correctly, Raymond never found the generator magazine. We had the solar panels mod installed, and the reason why that turned into a positive experience is because we found the solar magazine, but we still had to hit level 5 electrical, which took 4 or 5 streams actually. Like if I'm honest about it, we worked even harder for Raymond to get electricity. So, now granted, we were super determined to use solar panels as well because it was a mod that we installed. But it doesn't change the fact like we really struggled for a while. But no, that's not fair. Raymond still had solar panels by the time we were done with the first 100 days. So we probably had the same amount of struggles, you know, comparatively between the 2 builds. But we did find other stuff that was used in the school, so definitely true. All right, let's run over to the school, like we said, and just see. Never hurts. Ooh, part of me feels like I should also check some of these places that I was like, oh, this place sucks. Smithing hammer. Yeah, I remember there's something here that I was like, I need to make sure I remember that thing. What's up? What's up? Are you by yourself? Do you need attention? Well, come on down to Dominic Still's warehouse. I will service all who need servicing. I know that sounded weird, by the way, so please don't look down upon me for that. What do you have on you? What is that? Do you have a hydration pack too? No, it's a regular backpack. I was about to be like, I have another hydration pack. Alright, there are a few zombies over there. You have to spend some time going through here and clearing out the rest of the town. We haven't done that. Note, this road is littered with bodies. Littered. Like when I was going back through the footage and whatnot, I could not imagine if this wasn't the isometric game, I would be demonetized if I was monetized on YouTube. It's crazy. All right, then just pull around front, drop the kids off, and don't embarrass them. Crazy how I can remember stuff like that. You have to write stuff down. I mean, that's not fair. Oh, well, hold on, back up. I have IT brain, right? So I'm very used to remembering numbers and long strings and algorithms and so on and so forth. So in a game like this, where you can make a small spreadsheet, it's completely right up my alley. I'm just used to that. So give yourself some credit. Love using the map, pencil things down. Yeah, definitely. Have super insane memory. That's fair. All right, back here. What we got? Paper? No, no. Yeah, no, 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 no. Magazine, we already read that one, so I never grabbed it. Anything here? No. Yeah, yeah, it doesn't hurt to validate, but I feel like I don't recall seeing the tailoring book here. Mason level 5. Agriculture level 2. Yep. Animal care level 1 might be a good idea to grab. Maybe down the line we get it some animal friends that we can increase the skill pretty quickly that way. Yeah, no, there's nothing here. Cheers. We checked it. We checked it. All right, we're out. Anybody follow me in, or are they going to be sitting around the van? What do you think? Probably sitting around the van. It's 5:20. We're hungry. Always continue to look for the limestone. There's nothing here. Perfect. We should visit the cows. There's rat droppings. Rat droppings. Remember, there should be a ton of rats around this place now with all the bodies that we left behind. All right. Actually, now that I think about it, in the world of Project Zomboid, I would be like terrified of rats. You have to think about why. Rats wouldn't know the difference between zombie or not, and rats are natural scavengers, right? So they typically don't account for something that's bad or good for them to eat. There's a very good chance that rats would eat the bodies of zombies, right? And if there was a cross-contamination possible to make them zombie rats, oh no, I forgot about this. The spear does that. It locks them in that. Okay, so that zombie is not dead. To be very clear, right? That zombie is stuck because this is. I need to submit that to the devs. If you ever get the instant kill animation, what can happen is the zombie will get stuck there and it's not dead. I forgot. Anyway, back to the rat conversation. Yeah, rats super terrifying in a zombie situation. Come on. Yeah, and you'll notice the Moodle's still like, oh my god, it's the zombie, because he's not dead. Gotta go. Alright, was there any other place that I wanted to hit up before we leave? I will not use spears again. I will not use spears again. Just speaking this into existence to make sure that I don't put myself in a bad spot in the future. Do not use spears. A rod, large handle can go on the back. Hang on. I said I went to check this. So, am I doing long blunt or short blunt? Or does it count for anything? Let's find out. I'm at 5261 for long blunt. Smack again. 5261 for long blunt. Alright, so short blunt 102.66. Meh. 102.92. So it's short blunt that you're getting from these carved weapons. Good to know. Always nice to test things out, guys. Sir, I would like to go home, you know. My shift, my watch is ended. My watch is ended. Winter came and we survived, y'all. All right. Depot, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, a fair amount of zombies got pulled to the road with me driving around. And that's okay. And before I forget, I'm going to keep going straight. There is one last thing to do, which is right over here. Yeah, this is it. What did we do tonight so far? We got our hands on a couple of books. I mean, it's nice to read every now and so often just to change things up. We did get one lime, so that's a waste of thing. The deep freezer, pick that up, and let's see if I can get compost. Yes, this is what I was thinking of doing. Compost added. How much did I get? Not bad. Not bad. Half a bag. Having water plants. I acknowledge your statement. We'll be looking at the plants probably when we get back, and if not, tomorrow morning. Let's go. I got a quarter. I only used a quarter of a tank, and that's not all from today. That's just in general, so I won't stop and do gas just yet. We should be okay. Go get our guy some food. Recognize that we are losing weight. I'm trying to get rid of this out of shape trait. It's only because we're level 4 fitness instead of level 5. It's just gonna take forever. I feel like I did water them a few days ago, right? Like while we were doing stuff. We'll find out here in a second. Home sweet home. And let's just pull around the trailer. Alright, stop there. I'll leave the deep freezer in the vehicle real quick. I think. Oh no, my roses say they're thirsty. That's not good. So that means my stuff in the back probably thirsty too. It's just crop info. Dry. Oh no. Oh, Pierre Mar's been saying it. You water your stuff, dude. You know, you don't water your stuff, it's gonna go bad. Definitely right. I should listen. I'm over here being ridiculous. My bad. My bad. All right, give me a sec. Give me a sec. Where unstowed? There you go. Water full. You know, I don't think that's fair. This says 50. Actually, almost all of these need like a level 70 for the amount of water they should have. That's Richard. Alright, water and plants. This is the job. We signed up for this so that way we can have a long-term food storage, right? It's part of life. There you go. Part of the vegan brand too. I mean, that's a fair point. So there's a fair point. needs to eat, but so do the plants. So fill backpack sprayer. I'm actually super glad we have this thing. Like, I only have to do so many other trips back and forth from the lake. And I need to remove that. Water my roses. They deserve water too. There you go. Run around front. Well, run around back. I watered all these in the first two. Yeah, these are already sucked down a little bit. So yeah, just another life in Project Zomboid. I'm gonna notice that when you're watering, it does tell you if they're thirsty as well. Like, it says the water level while it's there. Got my lettuce back here too. All right, so one more run to the front, and then I think we'll make like a pot of soup tonight. Get heavy on it. Yes, only when you're watering plants. There you go, Phil. I'm wondering if they will make a system to water plants, maybe the rubber hose. Yeah, so I do believe that was still something they were looking at, if I remember correctly. Like when they were talking about Build 42 coming out and so on and so forth. The liquid system as a whole, both for being able to like make your own drinks, all the way down to increasing how they do agriculture. Watering plants or having automated a pumping system was on the table, and I think the pumping mod, that water pumping mod from Build 41, was kind of like the inspiration that everybody saw. Yeah, we'll see. All right, all plants watered. So PRMR, thank you. You're right. Put our pack down. Last thing we want to do is lose our plants. And you guys saw what I did with the sack already. So by grabbing the sack, we were able to bring back the fertilizer, which was the entire point of grabbing the sack. Where is my bag? There it is. Drop the sack here on the ground. And I said that he would make a pot of something. I don't have a full pot of anything. All right, well, let's go make a full pot of things. Can I transfer the good water that's already here into the hydration pack? Like I could do that. One. Change you to here. Two. Yeah. All right, so I've got 4 packs of water. Yeah, but I can't take all the credit. Person mentioned it to beginning except with all the I appreciate you guys reminding me, and yes, I acknowledge that I did ask, like, hey, can you guys remind me of X, Y, and Z? These things happen, but it doesn't mean that you still shouldn't take credit because you did remember to bring it up in the first place. So clearly I would have let it go, but like, yeah, whatever. No, hound me about it. It's important. I know who I am. And sometimes you just gotta say like, hey man, did you remember to do this? Because I didn't prioritize it. So there you go. Definitely hires a secretary PR bar, so great how you keep track of things. That's an interesting statement. I say that as interesting because some people might take that offensively, so not saying it is an offensive thing to say, but oh, all right, let's see. We have, I take it as great, perfect. Get all the soybeans in there for the Yeah, those soybeans aren't great. Go ahead and throw the grape leaves in there. Sweet potatoes. I forgot the sweet potatoes in there. So now this is basically becoming a chili. Sweet potato chili, but chili nonetheless. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Throw the carrot in there. Ooh, I need something heavier. Just a little heavier. Yeah, we'll go with the stale mushrooms. They're going bad. Am I out? Am I done? Yeah. Add lemongrass for fun. That'd be nice. Sweet addition. Add a little bit of oil. Bam. That's 506 calories. There's another oil that I can use. Some vegetable oil. Perfect. 1,000 calories just because the oil being added. And that's legit, by the way, for those of you who do not believe. And add in my bouillon cube, and that is perfect. It's a late night snack, but it'll have to do. Cooking it. You know, I don't have to eat all these calories right now. I can split this into a few bowls and save it. Yeah, maybe I do that then. It just makes more sense. Yeah, we do that in the morning. Split into 2 bowls. There you go. And 1 bowl at 566 calories, which will keep us around mid-tier. Hang on, let's check. No! Look at that. It did not. I'm at a deficit on my calories, guys. In the morning, I'll eat the rest of that. Because that should be full to bursting. Perfect. He's going to bed anyway. Oh. And hopefully this time we don't have nightmares just because you killed some zombies in the day. I understand killing zombies suck, but come on. Do I have more sunflower seeds? I do not. That's actually why we had gone and done that foraging run before. It's snowing. Why can't I get rain, y'all? It's snowing. Rosehip. Nope, don't have rosehip either, so. We do not have our typical things that I like to keep, but that's okay. Alright, let's knock out the limestone real quick before I forget. Crush the limestone. Now let's take a look at the skill. So masonry, by crushing this, we're at 375 here. And then that puts us at, okay, it's not much. The limestone, even though it does work for us, it's not going to be a ton. The stone chisel. Where would I find the stone chisel? Nap it from. Oh, I can already make this. Snow, what the F? I mean, you gotta remember in spring, your weather is gonna fluctuate a little bit. You have your cold snaps, is what I'm gonna call it. You know, these things do happen, so it's fair. Pull you out, come over here, get my chisel. Napped chisel? Isn't it? I need to go into napping? Napping. I don't see it. There it goes. I thought I had picked up a shard flint. Oh, I need 2, that's why. Okay. That makes sense. There you go. Meh. Chisel done. Really know what those lime pieces get used for, but I'm sure they'll be used in something another time. The stone chisel can go away because we're not going to do anything with it until we get our hands on a large stone anyway. So the reason why I'm like mad, I want to be very clear real quick. I feel like masonry is something that you work on over time. And I've lost so much time from not using it at all. Oh no, this is rough. Although I could work on napping, it looks like, because I have the book. And I'm already working on level 3, so we can get up to level 4 if I read this book. That's nice. We had -2 degrees Celsius last week and 13 degrees now. Spring is really inconsistent. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Global warming. I don't think that's actually a global warming thing. It's really just because of how, the various different systems are working around the world, right? So, I'm gonna say right now that snow can turn to rain. Remember, in game, if it's under 32 degrees, it's gonna snow. When it goes over that, it'll turn to rain. So it can be actively snowing outside and then immediately turn to rain. Already figured that out. But if it's still snowing outside, that means it's definitely 32 degrees. So, well, under that. All right, let me put my books away. I never came back in here to check if I did have the book and just never read it. For tailoring it, it does not look that way. So, good to be sure. Okay. I was reading the napping book. We'll wait on that just a little bit longer. What else do we need to do? Let's do a stone run. And we still got to fix our weight, so. What are the factors for inconsistent spring? Yeah, so I don't think it's a matter of understanding as well, it kind of is. So weather patterns are depicted by a few factors. The wind was one of them. The ocean is another. And people do say that, what? Global warming, the ocean warming up, or it is a big deal for how a lot of those systems work. But you also have to remember that there is a fluctuation in general for the Earth. So if a volcano erupts in Hawaii, for example, will we on the east coast of the United States feel the impact of it? The answer is yes. It's a question of when, because let's say the general temperature of the area from that eruption goes up by 2 degrees. That 2 degrees is going to spread, and it's not much on its own. But that one volcano, depending on how big of an eruption it is, can be devastating to an ecosystem as well. And the ocean around it may start to heat up. So these are all things that will lead to what? Water turning into vapor, and then that has to become rain. Those rain clouds will move from one place to another, cooling a different area, even though the other area is getting heated. A lot of factors that come into it. Butterfly effect. Not really a butterfly effect, because the butterfly effect makes it sound like these connections are trivial. They're not. They're very well defined. I'm just not an expert in them. I know they exist. I know generally and generically how they impact us, but it's not something that I track all the time. Clouds alone can block so much warmth. Yes, clouds alone can block more from the sun. Big deal as well. List of things. So all the factors do interact, and just because we're thousands of miles away from each other does not mean we don't impact one another, and that is definitely true. Living grass, no thank you. I'm looking for stones, aren't I? I am. Limestone. Limestone. No. I'm not going to be building any doors anytime soon, guys. That's a large stone. Yes. You like large stones. Perfect. Fine. Okay. So we take large stone. We go to the closest big stone nearby and crush a large stone. No. By the way, I am legitimately going to work my butt off to get to a point where I can make this stone mill so I can make my own flour. I hope you guys are ready for that. I am legitimately going to be doing this. You guys know how stubborn I am, though. Which, don't get me wrong, in a game like Project Zomboid, you have to be stubborn and you have to set goals if you're ever going to get anywhere. So, not a bad thing. I'm gonna eat those gummy bears. Alright, there we go. So we are here now, and I should be able to crush large stone. Goodness gracious, I can't. Why? Why? Game. Game. Is it mapping or is it masonry? Large. Oh, I don't have the chisel on me. Wait a minute. I can use. This is not good. You have to have a sledgehammer to do this in the mason skill. I didn't know that. In napping, I could break it with the standard rod, but to do it, mate, no. Where can I find the club hammer? I don't have a club hammer. I know I don't have a club hammer. Ooh, that's not good. I know I'm crushing my body walking with this large stone. It's just, can I make it? I don't think you can make, like, you could disassemble one and then put it back together, but I don't think you just make one. I'm also going to point out that this is a testament of our strength now that I can just pick up a large stone. Before I had to drop my whole bag. It's kind of hard now. All the hammers have their own usage. I'm not mad about it. It's annoying, but I'm not mad about it. It just goes to show that you kind of have to have a little bit of everything. You can't just be like, I got one hammer. Like, no. Now you need 6. But there's a whole other limestone here. Actually, though, that also means that the limestone is the easiest way to work on your mason skill. Yeah, napping is probably quicker to do with the large stone. If I was working on that, I'm not. But if I went to work on the mason skill, the easiest way to do that is collect as much limestone as possible. If I could find like a thing of limestone, that'd be cool too. But I did say that a club hammer? Nah, you can make bone club. Hilarious. Let's see. Yeah, I can only make a stone hammer. I don't think you can. Oh, if I was a metalworking, you probably can make it though. Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness, I already had a set of pliers. I already had a set of pliers. I didn't have to grab another one. Not smart. But that also means in metalworking, you can make barbed wire. And that was a reason why I went to grab the pliers. So keep my eyes out for wire as well. Okay. Weapons. Double check something real quick before I start heading out. Large handle with me, and I think I have the wooden stick. Yeah, wooden rod. Okay. Man. Sucks. Doesn't really suck. Again, I don't mind it. Bags here. Okay. I was just taking a moment to be like, maybe I put it over there. No, I didn't do anything yet. I'm gonna reset my weight with the cereal. I haven't really been keeping the numbers in my head, how close I am or how far down 0 I am. So if I just eat the whole box of cereal, I should be fine. There it is. Ooh, I was deep in the negative. If I only made it to neutral. Okay. Well, better to know. Alright, remember, don't run over your plants. You will kill them. Okay. So where are we heading now? We're heading over to the gardening shop. I'm hoping that I find the stone club. If it's not at the gardening shop, we can always go to the hardware store as well. Both of those I haven't really looted in the sense of looking for specific things. And with the van now, I have enough space to pop a lot of things into the van, so that works. I'm also going to point out the van has a large enough trunk space to put a generator inside of without a trailer, so I appreciate that. Pharisee, do you have any thoughts on the generators not fitting on a seat, even though they're big, and so on and so forth? Like in Build 41, you could put a generator on a chair in your car that was larger than what it actually can handle, but you only do the generator. Now you can't do that. I was curious what your thoughts are on that, if you have any. All right. No. Oh, you jerk. Why are a bunch of zombies over here? I saw them before. Back like it. Can I keep my van in good condition, please? Good. Good. In real life, generators will only work in certain. Yes. And as the devs for Project Zomboid try to be more realistic with the game, again, I'm all for it. But I've definitely talked to and seen a lot of people be upset about things like that. But that goes to show you that people get into a routine and are unwilling to make changes, and I don't believe in that. All right. So here we go. This is the gardening spot. I want to come here because it's the closest. But if this is no-go, then we have to go to the hardware store. I gotta tell you though, the weather is not making me feel like I made it spring. Perfect. Yes. All right, good. Let me pop into the spot real quick. Inside, go. Garden hoe, mouse trap, stake. But we're looking for one bag. To one bag. Look for a hammer. So, hammer. Agriculture book, sack of sand. No. No masonry level 2. Animal feed bag. I don't see anything here. Trial there. Agriculture 1. Here. Battery. Fish hook. Fish hook. I see that door bouncing. There you go. Do one of these real quick first. Who says, well, not sure. I think it's kind of sad you can't put one large object into the suites anymore, but I guess they're pretty heavy and big cards need to have a limit when you're shopping furniture. Well, yes, I agree. So overall, it's okay for me. You cannot do anymore. Yeah, and don't wrong, I acknowledge, just like anybody, when you change things, it's like, oh, that was a nice feature. It made life easier on me. But does it make sense? Yeah. Does it feel bad? No. And I do think it makes a player do more to survive more efficiently. I don't mind it. And of course my van is surrounded, so I've got to keep fighting. It's raining too. God. Hey, but it actually means that the weather went up. It's 36 degrees. That makes sense. Perfect. Guys. I don't know how I feel about all this. Alright, hardware store now. Ooh, actually, before I go to the hardware store, I forgot this area heal is available to me real quick. Can't tell if the flashlight is on or not. It was not. You know, there is a whole bucket here, and I feel like, no, there's no reason for me to do that. I'm not going to do that work at the moment. Pick up the wire, not barbed wire. Toolbox has seeds in it. Barley, carrots, hops. Just take them just in case. Rat poison, lead the gloves, take the extras. Cheesecloth, no. 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 No, no. No, no, no. And more no. Ooh, grab the sack. The sack. Shears, which we won't be using. Why am I heavy? Why are we this heavy? Is the sack there's a bunch of wheat in the sack? Oh, that's funny. Wait. I'm gonna do the whole thing with the wheat. Hey, hey, hey. Good? There you go. Sadly, you see a lot of streamers struggling in Build 42 and abusing some unfinished mechanics instead of playing a little bit slower. I agree. You already know we don't do that around here. Feel like I'm performing a ritual. Papa Legba, come to me. Oh god, you idiot. I apologize. All right, there you go. And can I just do this in one shot? Yes. It does look like a ritual. It does. All right, there you go. I was about to say, if the rain stopped, I was about to be mad. Oh, actually, I can get the bag now. Alright, so this was a bus. Get to the car real quick. And head over to the hardware store. Love to find something that's made out of limestone that we could like disassemble and then use that to work on animation. Like if there was a sign or an object or a statue somewhere that was just limestone, like the details like that would be nice, because we know we can find, what is it, the car little barriers and things like that that are made out of stone. You can disassemble those and get stone and then work on your napping skill, for example. But I don't know about limestone. It's not to say that something doesn't exist. It's about finding it, you know what I mean? All those efficiencies that you have to find in the new build here. Although some of these stones on the side of the road are limestone. I just don't know which color is what. So. Ow. Oh, long stick is definitely a long. You're good to know. That's definitely long one. So what are you? Game. What is that? Craft ore. It is limestone. I was right. Wait, if I got a pickaxe, could I break it? Wonder. I have a pickaxe somewhere, don't I? It's in the trailer. Okay. So when we go back to the spot, we will take a look, find the pickaxe, see if we can actually break those. Because if we can break those down on the limestone chunks and then use that to work on our mason skill, that works for me. I'm into that. All right, let's pop into the store. Remember, we're here for the club. Here for the club. Oh, that's gonna be hard. Keep looking at the floor. Don't look at the racks. It's on the floor. It's definitely on the floor. I say that, it can be somewhere else. So much to find in game. Oh, found club hammer. Perfect. We're good to go. Got exactly what we need. Anything else in here at the moment? No. Feel like these machines. Crowbar. No, that's flooring. I know these are, see, look at that. Metalworking is a thing, right? You can use these to do metalworking, but it doesn't look like you can pick them up and move them. So when you find one, it's kind of like an access thing. Do you need power for this thing? No, you just need lights. You can just cut things into stuff. Okay. Cut iron bar, cut chunks, cut sheet into smaller stuff. So we'll work on metalworking as well at some point. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Is that what I need to cut my grass? Yes, it's a scythe. All right, so ooh, I have a visitor. Hello to you. I know, I was just hanging out. I apologize. Shut up. Hello, friends. You gotta admit, it keeps working out for us, guys. Okay, so we need to go find. Wait, before I do that, turn off the engine. I am thinking to myself that we do something. I don't know why. Like I'm having a brain fart as I also move things around, and I apologize. Put the thing back. What am I thinking of? What am I thinking of? They came to sell me something. I didn't need any assistance. I found what I was looking for. Thank you. No, do this. Blow up my light again. What am I looking for? What do I see? What do I need? Box of batteries. The pickaxe, that's what I was thinking of. If there is a pickaxe in here and I can just grab that, then I don't have to run all the way to the back. This is hard. Wait, is that a paintbrush? Remember we needed a paintbrush. We needed the small paintbrush for our mason stuff. No, our pottery stuff, because we can't paint any of our pottery stuff without that, but that's okay. What are you used for? I'm curious. Nothing. It's just visceral. Grab you, yes. Padlocks, no. Wires, not right now. We'll come back for it. Check the back. I don't think I ever walked back here at all. I surely did not. No. Another scythe here. That's not dull. Sheets of metal. Hang on one second. Let's take a look at something with the sheet of metal. So, do I need... Nope, look at that. You can just straight up start doing it. How many points do I get out of that? Nothing. No, 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 no. If I cut small sheets of metal, I got no experience? Skills. Metalworking. I got nothing out of that. That is ridiculous. And grab the seeds. Alright. I think we leave. There's an upstairs. There's water here. Bathroom. Check upstairs before we leave. Oh. Place was destroyed. Why is there a cooking magazine over there? No, that's from my stuff. Hilarious. So please remember when you are foraging, you're not just seeing the things on the ground, you're also going to be able to find things that don't already exist, because that's what searching does. And this is another, you can access the roof. Okay, that's funny. Let's go. We're leaving, we're leaving, we're leaving. Turn off my light. Get in the car. Drive away. Don't like when my feet get cold compared to the rest of our dead body. That's interesting. Are your feet cold currently? Is that what you're trying to tell us? So there's 3 patches of limestone right there. 4. There's a fair amount of limestone over here. So I'm hoping that getting the pickaxe does it. A little cold and the rest of my body is fine. Socks. I feel like when your feet are cold and the rest of your body isn't, it's not time to necessarily get into a blanket. You just put on socks. Yeah, there's a lot of rocks over here. So I'm legit thinking or hoping that the pickaxe does this. Because I know you can pick up rocks from the ground, right? We know that to be true. So I'm very curious to see if... Ooh, I can't see zombies. Roadie. So I'm hoping that the pickaxe allows me to break the large rocks into smaller rocks. And it's just something as an option you can't see without the pickaxe in hand. That's limestone there too, isn't it? I think. Now I'm looking for the color rock, which is a wonderful feature if it works. If it doesn't work, then I'll just be annoyed. But the game's like, yeah, this is limestone, but you can't do anything with it. Alright. So I admit, you know, like I was saying before when I came on stream, I wasn't really like planning for anything. I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my night. And I legit sat here for a good 30-ish minutes trying to figure myself out, like, oh, I'm gonna play something different. And I was like, you know what, just play Project Zomboid. And now I am super glad that I decided to play Project Zomboid and very invested. So that's how Project Zomboid could get you. You know, you can be like, I'm not in the mood to play Project Zomboid, and get in the mood to play Project Zomboid. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So I've said it before, I'll say it again. Having a bad day, play Project Zomboid. Having a good day, play Project Zomboid. Don't know what to do it yourself, play Project Zomboid. And the list will continue as you should play Project Zomboid. Well, from 30 something to 57 in game, yes. And I can't see anything. Okay. Run up the road here. I just want to see it pop up as an option to where I can remove mineral deposit. So it becomes an option if you have the pickaxe in hand. And do it. Yes. Yes. And then it just becomes a whole bunch of pieces on the ground that you can pick up. And oh, we're going on a mission tomorrow, guys. We will be breaking down limestone. You see? See? All you gotta do is lean into it and say, I'm gonna figure this out. And you will. What is this, by the way? What are you supposed to be? New grass? No. Small tree stump. You can remove a tree stump, but you need a pickaxe to do it. Ah, look at that. And then it becomes a scrap wood. Okay. Discovered many things tonight. Yes. Yes, we did. Okay. Okay. So if I stick these in here, yeah, I got to do something with all these other rocks that I have. Couldn't play last week. I was traveling a lot, but really want to fix my car. But it's good watching you play. I mean, you can just have me in the corner on another monitor or another window. Granted, I don't know your computer setup, you know, in fairness, right? I know that's a bit of a statement. Regardless, I'm all for playing alongside you. Really am. I left this door open. Shame on me. Alright. Well, I'm going to be the person that I am in real life. And if I left my door open, I would be checking every nook and cranny of the house. started with 3,187 kills. Did we? I wasn't paying attention. I apologize. We're at 3,248. So didn't do too bad, I guess. We're not done yet. We definitely have at least one more day on stream for sure. Yeah, we're gonna be going looking for some limestone. That's gonna be a thing. Don't know what the limestone pieces are gonna turn into, but I'm sure they'll turn into like a limestone brick or something later. So let's hold on to them as long as we can. What are we eating? I forgot that we had the big stuff. Do I cook? Yeah, let's cook. Let's be in the habit of using the things that we have first before we use the non-perishable items. So, and I should put this pickaxe on the back. It goes on the back, right? Yeah, there it is. Okay, where's my pot? Take the pot of onion. Boil that over sweet potatoes. PRMR immediately kind of went into a viral being a year because Bill 42, my boyfriend, showed me some clips thinking I would like it, but he didn't expect me to like that much. Barely played something else since February. Sometimes I do my base building or skill grinding while hanging out on your stream. Yeah. So the real question is, you know, has Project Zomboid taken the place of your significant other? I'm saying that in a very facetious way, but if it did, you never know. Good. You okay? Kinda? Maybe? Yeah, we're full up on things. Let's add citrus. And that's almost 500 calories. That'll keep us, I'll take us into the night. I'm okay with that. Put that on. Cook it down. Good. Yeah. And just suck it straight through the bowl. Yes. Hot pot and everything. It's okay. We've been through worse. All right, so I know that won't fix our weight, but we're okay at the moment. We should be in a okay space. Let's just say it that way. Yeah, look at me. Yeah. So I'm not gonna fix his weight yet because I'm already expecting to do a fair amount of stuff. Right? What else we got? I have my sack on me. I have that. I have the paintbrush. Put that away. And so I need to put away some tools before we leave tomorrow. Read this metalworking magazine. This Iron Age. What am I learning from this? Charcoal pit, primitive forage. Oh, I said forage. Forge. And the furnace. I can make those now. Is that right? So does that enable me now to... Oh... No. Simple forge. I didn't realize that I'd have to find a blacksmith anvil. Primitive one. Oh. How do you make clay cement? Mix bucket of clay. I could just get sand. I can make this already. This is the thing. This is the thing. Maybe I need to do some primitive blacksmithing to work on my metalworking. It makes sense for my character build at this point. So, thematically correct. The PZ definitely put us apart. I'm not joining League of Legends anymore. Fair enough. Some of you got interested in PZ because of my boyfriend. Yeah, that's fair. PRMR as well. None of that happened to me. Funny enough, I used to play EVE Online, pretty exclusively as far as video games go, and I was introduced to Project Zomboid first through a group of friends on EVE Online. So from EVE Online, what ended up happening, because I did not like the game. Like I watched the guys who I was playing with play a multiplayer server and they sucked. One, they kept killing each other in various different ways, like getting each other killed. Let me reverse that. And I was just like, this doesn't look fun to me. I didn't like the graphics. I was like, no, I completely avoided the game. But I stopped playing EVE Online, and one of my buddies from that group was like, "Hey man, we haven't played anything for a while. Blah. If I buy you this game, will you jump online with me?" I was like, "Look, man, I'll try it if you buy it for me. Why not?" And that's what happened. He bought it for me, and I jumped online with him. I was like, "Yeah, this sucks," but it was only because I was playing with him. And then I was like, you know what? It's still a free game. Let me give it some time. So 120 hours later, I was like, I know how to play Project Zomboid now. I haven't stopped ever since. So that's kind of how it worked out. It's a weird scenario. Oh no. With my ex from years ago, gaming would put tension for us. Yes. How old were you then? Oh no, we're still talking the difference between a few years. Like I'm still in my 30s when I first was introduced to this game. Not that old. Yeah, I knew about P20 a few years ago, but it didn't appeal to me then. Yeah, and that's the problem. I shouldn't say a problem. I think that's the story for most people for Project Zomboid. When you first see it, hear about it, you're like, that doesn't sound like a game I'm going to enjoy. You watch it and never have played it again. That doesn't seem like a game I'm going to enjoy. And then you play it and you die a few times and you get mad. And then you sit down and say, you know what, I'm going to figure this out. And all of a sudden, after you say, I'm going to figure this out, you've put in, 200 hours. You're like, I've learned. And it happens. It happens. So I'm all for the experience. I tell people a lot of times Project Zomboid is one of few games that I will honestly say you don't know how Project Zomboid will affect you until you play it. Like you legitimately have to try this game before you know better or not. But it's definitely not for everybody. I admit that too. This game sounds too boring. We play Project Zomboid. Yeah, definitely the sister. All right, what are we gonna make? I'm gonna take us out. Maybe? No, I need. No, I mean, okay. Wait, let's make a regular salad with mushrooms. Let's see. I have sunflower seeds. Wait. I said I didn't have sunflower. I have lots of sunflower seeds. I am ridiculous. Sorry, guys. This whole time I've been playing like I ain't got no sunflower seeds to fix myself with. I've got plenty of sunflower seeds. Plenty of sunflower seeds. So let me put together this salad and we'll take it with us, and we've got lots of limestone to get. This is all. Oh no, you pulled out Overcooked, the game that breaks up friendships. Go. I think we're good here. Okay, so I've got the salad. We'll take with us. With the salads, I will grab the sunflower seeds. Let me shove these into my mouth real quick. Again, work on that weight. No, we're low weight now, so definitely need to work on the weight. My bad. It can build friendships as well. Yeah, it can. It's just, I think, what is it? Overcooked, Super Smash Bros, Mario Party, like those are games that make or break friendships across the globe. Oh, what? We could take it back, for the older people around the table at the moment. Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, especially like the original Street Fighter, where you could just low kick somebody to death. Oh, and you just have the person shouting at you because you cheating and spamming one button and whatnot. Yeah, that's like there. Overcooked just breaks friendships because you're like trying to shout at people, I need X, Y, and Z, and they don't know what they're doing. Yeah, it's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Do that. Okay, I'm not gonna super focus on this at the moment. We could fix our weight another time. We don't have to do it right now. So, I need water too. Crap. Where are my pots of water? What happened to my pots of water? I know I have pots of water. I used them. I didn't move them. I thought I put them here. Okay. It takes two if you play things together. Okay. And let's switch. Do this. Transfer. Should be good on water. Spot over here. Read messages when I get in the car. I got fog and snow. Alright. Let's do it. So the problem with fog and snow is that I'm going out on a mission to find limestone. Is that limestone? That is limestone. Is streaming getting difficult with lively chat? No. Not at all. Please enjoy your conversation. Okay, lime pieces are no good. Limestone are grab. It's not so much that it's getting, difficult. It's just a matter of, when should I respond to you guys or not? And it looks like you're having a good conversation together, which is perfect. But in times where I'm like, I'm killing zombies and y'all are throwing questions at me, that's what is difficult. It's like, where do I check first? So, not a problem. We're good. Life is pretty chill at the moment, actually, in Project Zomboid, right? Because we've killed so many zombies in our immediate area. We're not struggling. Okay, and remember, now that we know what we're looking for with the limestone situation, that also is a game changer for us. Maybe turn on the headlights to help through the fog. I don't think that does anything for the fog in game, but let's find out. I don't think I've ever actually tried when it comes to fog. Yeah, no. Literally no change. Sorry. Oh, I forgot about the freezer back there. How'd we go? What does limestone help with? We're going to be using it to help with masonry. The plan is to work on our mason skill, and once we get enough limestone and crush them, we'll get a level up on masonry, and then from masonry, making it to level 1, we can immediately go into making stone blocks, and then from making stone blocks, we can make the grindstone, right? Grind. Gravy. Hold on. Grind. Not the grindstones. Mill. It's the mill. There it is. The stone mill is what we want. So masonry level 1 is what we need for a mill. But, there are a couple things. We already know we can make a stone wheel. We've done that before. So it's really just we need to get to a level 1 so we can get the mill going. We're currently level 0 with our skill level. Trying to keep my eyes out for limestone despite the fog. Like, I'm trying not to let the fog be a deterrent for us. So we're just gonna eat our salad as we drive. You guys keep your eyes open too for rocks. I feel like limestones have a distinctive look comparatively to regular rocks. That's regular rock. All right. I am trying to get used to it. Again, now that I see it, I'm over here working on my mining skill, guys. Hilarious. Project Zomboid, the RPG. Oh, still a good thing. Definitely hard to see. I'm definitely not going to go to places I haven't already been. And again, just because we've already been there does not mean that zombies won't be there. So, you know, the fill-in mechanic is still working the way it's supposed to. Okay. So we're heading over towards the school because there are a lot of limestone rocks that we saw over there. So we won't have to keep our eyes on form because they're there already. We kind of mark them in our head. But we're heading that way. No. Ooh. You see movement on the road, we gotta kill him. Yeah, ooh, that's another problem. I didn't think about that. What weapon am I using? Okay. Oh, wait, I have a hatchet. Perfect. Hatchet. There you go. Perfect. Uh-huh. Good. Wonder what the zombie population after all the work you've done. I mean, I haven't done that much work, you know. No, I'm not trying to sell myself short, but if the population was based on every building in town, then yeah, we could say we've really done a number on the population, 60-70% of it down, right? But population is definitely not based on every building in town. So it's really hard to say like how much of an impact we truly have made from the efforts. However, it is noticeably different for us to go into town, you know, without having too much of a bother from zombies. So there. By the way, I got called out. This will be our last day in stream. Tomorrow is Monday. Now Pharisee is already in Monday, but we are not. So good night. And Monday means I have to go to work. Meh. Okay, wait. So that's all regular rock, it looks like. I don't feel like I see any limestone down there, which again, good to note. But we do have limestone up here, so where's the first bit? It's after the school's first entrance, isn't it? 3, 4 zombies around here. Hang on. Let me kill the zombies first. Last thing I would do is get working on one of the rocks and have a zombie run up on me. Oh, come on. Got him. Good luck with your Monday. You too, by the way. Never know how Monday is going to start the week. Work's going to be crazy or not. We're good? We're good. So, rock. So hard to see rocks with fog. You know, usually we sit at home on foggy days, but I was so, like, leaned in to the idea of getting this limestone so I could get this mill going. I am determined to make flour. Just to prove that it works. Oh my goodness. Which that also will upset me a little bit if it does work. Mainly because we didn't have to go through the efforts that we went through in order to get the flour from whatchamacallit, the Giga Market. It was still a good experience, let me be clear about that. But we didn't have to do it. If this works out. I haven't been paying attention to how many parts I've gotten either, so I might be close to the level in terms of, oh god, I almost walked right into you, didn't I? I prefer to save my pickaxe condition, so no thank you. It's part of the adventure, indeed, part of the adventure. Alright, so throw those in the back. While that's happening, let me pull up something. Like if I search required items, lime. So yeah, crushing it gives you limestone pieces, and you can make plaster out of. Ooh, wait a minute. Quick lime. You can make quick lime. You can make stone blocks. There you go. So you can make stone blocks out of limestone, which makes sense. And that's masonry level 1. But that's just the whole limestone, not pieces. Interesting. I think that's limestone over there. Hang on. I think it is. It is. Wait. That was 1. Okay, so there's just 2 next to each other, which is awesome. Perfect, perfect. Good to go. Did I get all of them? Grab the pieces too. Like I said, I feel like it makes sense to grab the pieces. Is that the other limestone? That's the other limestone. Yes. Well, you're gonna run out of gig market flour at some point. Really great that you can make it yourself now and not hunt it down somewhere. I agree, if that's true. At the moment, we're not actually sure if that's really true. Just because there's a mill doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna make flour. And I know I'm saying that because that doesn't make sense, right? But you gotta remember, like the build isn't done, so it could be there currently, but you can't actually use it to make flour. Oh, so I'm really hoping that's not the case. But I'm also trying to like not get my hopes up. All right, got a lot of pieces. I feel like no, I feel like I don't say that we're good because I know we're not. Part of me saying it. Do we have a full water bag? We should be pretty good. Hydration pack is, yeah, really good. Eat some sunflower seeds. Again, weight. Currently balanced. I feel like it's going to be a common theme for us until I have a good handle on the process of keeping our weight up. Oh, no. No, no, no. Game. Jerk. Alright, let's move. What's around? So, can I speed up time a little bit? I'd love for this fog to go away, because now I'm in a position where I can't see any more limestone. And I don't think it's... Oh, it's clearing up. Okay, there we go. Hey, we turn around? We turn around now. Stumps, stumps. Dead trees. No, no. My eyes are darting all over the screen, by the way, just so I can see if I can find any more limestone. There's one. I don't like what I'm seeing over there. Do not get the van stuck. Going for it. Go for it. Got it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Going for the car. Alright, let's hope that's enough to get to level 1. But let's find out. Because I have every other material, I think. No, I still have to make the well, that's fine. Not a big deal. That's not a big deal. Let's just get home. I think we're ready. Alright. The mining expedition for limestone has been complete. We good? I think we're good. In the sense that I didn't need to stop and kill those zombies, so We're okay. But it's been a productive night. You know, I walked into this without a plan, and we managed to set a whole goal for ourselves out of nowhere. Oh. No, we did not necessarily make it to April just yet, but we're close, and that's okay. In game, it's March 24th, so we're a day ahead of ourselves in real life, and that's okay too. All right, there. Let's see. Wish I could paint the vehicle. I actually don't like that it says coast to coast construction. And here we are, back at home. I'm also going to point out that I bet these boulders can be broken down too into like large rocks and things like that with the pickaxe. So the pickaxe is more than just a weapon now. It has a legit function in game, just like many things that did not have functions prior to this build. So super excited about that. I actually want to get in the habit of leaving the pickaxe in the back of the trunk now too. Yep. That is not a weapon, it is a tool. I'm also going to point out that as a tool, the condition does not run down when you're using it. So, okay. Let's grab all 18 of, no. Throw the pieces in here real quick. Grab what you can without dying. You grab them all. All right. How would I paint the vehicle? Like, I mean, I would enjoy painting the vehicle. I think that I would go with something darker, like black. Just that hopefully the zombies can't see it or something. White, you know, it just shines bright on you. All right, so now, not crush. We want to go to mason. It is crush, okay. And I've got 24 to go. Let's see the job get done. Come on. Be enough. I think it's just enough. There it is. Level 1. Oh yeah, it was more than just enough. Look at that. No, I had just one. I had one left over. No, I have 3 in here. Okay, so I have 1 left over on my person. And then I have 4 now in the box. Good to know. Okay, so next thing that we need to do. Didn't unlock anything, but I can make these stones by chiseling, which is funny. Or, I'm saying or, like mill. The stone mill. Okay, so stone wheels I need to make. I need to make 1 large one, 2 small ones, and I can carve everything else. Oh, and 10 stone blocks. Okay, wait. I didn't think of that. Blocks. There's only one way to make stone blocks. You can't use... I can use regular stones. Yes, thank God. I just need to get a stone chisel and it's returned. And I do have the stone chisel, which is somewhere here. So I can grab you guys. Oh, this is it. This is it. Where are my other stones at? Come here. Yes. We don't want you. We want regular stones, please. And we stop grabbing the limestone. It just keeps grabbing the limestone. Don't want to use my limestone. There. Need 10 stone blocks. Go. This actually is going to work on my masonry skill too. Watch. Yep. 15. Ooh. Once you can make stone blocks. Look at that. Already hit level 2. that changed things around real quick. And then you can make an anvil. Yes, I can make my stone wheel. Yes, I can make one. Oh no, this sucks. Hang on. I can only... Okay, so I need to find one more large rock. That's what it is. So one large rock makes 2 small wheels, and one large rock makes 1 large wheel. So I was just hoping that I can find a smaller rock to work with, but that's okay. We deal with it. So there. A large wheel done. Ew, this is weird. I need more, like, storage. Me over here becoming, you know, this craftsman and whatnot. Hang on. So I'm hoping that I can go get a pickaxe and break a larger stone. Grab the pickaxe. I'm just hoping that, you know, this is done the way I think it's being done. So I can run over here. Boulder is a no. Okay, boulder is a no. Or at least that size of a boulder is a no. What are you? There it is. All right, mineral deposit. One of these is gonna do it. Come here. Flintstone, noodle, no. That's a mineral deposit as well. No. What are you? Boulders. Goodness gracious. It just says boulder. It's a large stone. Can I not? Wonder if there's like a shovel that you can get. Oh, be a large stone. Please be a large stone. See, it says boulder, but I can't pick it up. Darn. Okay, so I just need to find 1 large stone. And that's what I'm hearing. Because breaking these just turns them into small rocks rather than large boulders like I need it to be. Double check that. Yeah, I end up with flintstones, and that's not what I want. Okay. But that's not bad. That means we just need to find one, just one, large stone. Once I get the large stone, we're golden. And then we can make the mill. So I'm going to make a note of that. I would love to have a wheelbarrow in 42. The amount of crafting this build has, there could be already. You just haven't found it yet. I don't know. Okay. All right. Well, I need all it before I go too far into this. The mill is what we're trying to make, man. A stone mill. And funny enough, we have everything we need now except for one more large rock to break down. That is amazing. And we're hoping that the mill functions the way it should and allows us to make wheat flour. Any flour, I don't mind. If I can put any seed I want to in there and make all kinds of different flour, I'll take it. Oh, I will take it so long as I can turn it into bread at the end of the day. Because as we saw, even though wheat only can be farmed, planted, sown is the word I'm going to use. In the winter, fall, not the winter, I apologize. It still also can be found by foraging. So we could essentially have an endless supply of flour coming for us in the near future. So this has been a good exercise. I'm bloody as hell. Hang on, let's fix that. Yes, we've done all of this today. All of this work. So that way we have the potential of making our own flour. Why? Wash yourself. There you go. Wash your clothes. There you go. But I don't know. It's been good. I'm still enjoying the game, even when I wasn't expecting to. We did have some struggle with our weight because I completely forgot we had so many sunflower seeds. I thought we ate them all, truth be told. So a lot of work because a lot of bread. Indeed, we do have bread coming our way, so we have to be thankful for what we've done. We killed, I don't know how many zombies we killed tonight, but we're at 3,264, a solid 100, maybe. Just kind of moseying about and playing around, so that's good. But yeah, yeah. All right, Project Zomboid Bill 42, man. It is still kicking our butts and getting us there. You said 54. It's 64. 3264. I'm shoveling these sunflower seeds into our face just to give that buffer for myself the next time I play and whatnot. There you go. And as usual, if you made it this far in the video, please consider that like, comment, share, subscribe, all the wonderful YouTube things that we enjoy on the platform. If you are on YouTube and you haven't come and hung out with us on Twitch, shame on you. We have so much fun here if you haven't noticed the conversations between the ladies. That said, gotta call it. I gotta call it. I'm having a lot of fun though. And I'm still here for it. Maybe I just have to acknowledge that and stop acting like I'm gonna get away from Project Zomboid. It's like the toxic partner. It always keeps making you come back. Anyway, thanks for the company. Good night. Have a nice start to your week, y'all. I agree with that. So, cheers, guys.